Hello friends, welcome again. Friends, in this video lecture today we want to discuss what drama is. We will discuss the definition, the origin, how drama must have origined in the ancient times. So we'll discuss the origin of drama, definition of drama, elements of drama, and at the end we are also going to discuss different types of drama as found in English literature. Friends, we being the students of literature must know how drama has originated. We as the students of literature must know what this drama is. So friends, let's begin with the discussion of the definition of drama. Friends, this term drama actually comes from Greek language. Okay, in Greek language there is a word which means action, which means to act, which means to do something. And from that Greek word, drama comes in modern English language. So that means that drama is an art which presents, which has some connection with some actions. Okay. Now, William J. Long is a very important historian of English language. And according to William J. Long, drama is an old story told in the eye, a story put into action by some living performances. So, let me explain this definition of drama given by Long. According to Long, drama is a story which is told to somebody. Okay, it is a story which is told in the eye. That means what William J. Long wants to say is that the story is told in such a manner that the spectators, the viewers can visualize the whole story before their physical eyes. That means the actions are put to performance. Okay, so some living performances are presented on the stage so that the viewers, the spectators can see the live performance of the actions on the stage. So that according to Long is a drama. Drama is generally considered as a fictional representation of events. Okay? Now Aristotle, the great Greek philosopher, he believed that dramatist imitates some actions from real life, and these actions are represented on the stage. But the manner they are presented on the stage, they are fictional presentations. Fictional means imaginative, not real. They look like real, but they are not real. Okay, so drama is nothing but some imaginative reproduction of life on the stage with the help of dialogues and performance. So friends, remember, dialogue is a very important element of any drama. Drama is a type of a play which is written for a theatre, television, radio or film. Friends, most of us are going to the theatres, time and again we watch some movies in the theatres. These movies are nothing but the modern forms of plays, modern forms of drama. And the person who writes the story which is to be enacted on the stage, means the person who writes this play, this drama, is known as a dramatist. He is also known as a playwright. Okay. Now, John Dryden, who is considered as the father of English criticism, he has written an essay of dramatic poetry, which is a very popular critical treatise written by John Dryden. And John Dryden has given a very comprehensive, detailed explanation on drama in this critical document. John Dryden has defined drama in a very beautiful manner. As you can see on the screen, the definition given by John Dryden, according to John Dryden, drama is a just and lively image of human nature, representing its passions and humors and the changes of fortune to which it is subject for the delight and instruction of mankind. Friends, don't get afraid of such a long definition. It looks long, but I will explain this definition in the easiest possible manner. Try to understand, word by word. First of all, John Dryden, in the beginning of his definition, said that drama is an image. Image means reflection. Okay? Drama is a reflection. Now, the question is, reflection of what? And the answer is, drama is an image or a reflection of human nature. Okay? So, the dramatist represents human nature on the stage. All the complexities, the conflicts, the problems, the emotions of human nature are presented on the stage, are represented on the stage in drama. Drama is a just and lively image. Now, this image means representation, reflection. Okay. John Dryden has used two adjectives, just and lively. This image must be just and must be lively. That means Dryden wants to say that this image must be realistic. Just means realistic. It must look like real. Okay. When we are watching the play on the stage, we must feel as if we are watching the real actions. Okay. So just image. And lively image. Lively means the performance should be lively. It should not be boring. Okay. So, I hope you understand the first line of this definition. Drama is a just and lively image of human nature. Okay. First line. Second line. Drama represents the passions and the humors. Okay, according to John Dryden, drama represents two things, patience and humor. Patience means emotions which come from your heart, and humor means the thoughts, wit, intelligence which come from your mind. So, dramatist represents both these things, the thoughts and the emotions. He imitates these things from the real life and represents these things in drama. Okay? So, drama is a just and lively image of human nature which represents both humors and patience. And number 3, it represents what? It represents the changes of fortune to which it is subject. Life is subject to the changes of fortune. Okay. So, according to John Dryden, as fortune plays an important role in our life, in the same manner, fortune plays an important role in drama also. Why? Because drama is a representation, it is a reflection of our real life. Okay. Changes of fortune. So, ups and downs, happiness and sorrow, adversity and prosperity, all these things must be realistically, lively represented by the dramatist on the stage. And in the last line, John Dryden says that drama is written for the delight and instruction of mankind. Here, John Dryden wants to talk about the important function of drama. According to Dryden, the primary function of any drama is to delight the audience, to delight the readers, and the secondary function is to instruct the readers. So friends, this is the definition of drama as discussed by John Dryden in Essay of Dramatic Poetry. Friends, very shortly we are going to discuss the elements, but I will not talk about these elements in detail because I have prepared a separate video to discuss these elements of drama, which you can watch later. Important features or elements of drama are thought, means theme, some ideas are presented, plot means a series of actions logically connected with one another, character means the persons who are standing on the stage who perform these actions, dialogue is again very important. Dialogues can be soliloquy, can be a dialogue between two characters, okay, it can be aside, different types of dialogues are there. Conflict can be two types, internal conflict and external conflict, okay. External conflict means the conflict between two different characters, okay, and internal conflict means the conflict which goes on in the mind of the character, to be or not to be. That was the internal conflict of Hamlet. Setting includes so many things, right? Setting means the place where the drama is performed, what kind of place is presented, how it is described, and stage conditions. Stage conditions means costumes, other properties on the stage and all. So friends, these are the 7 important elements of drama which I have already discussed in one of my previous videos. You can watch this later. But here, please make it clear, because many times students ask me, sir, what's the difference between drama and play? They are confused, okay? Don't get confused. Drama is a form of written literature. When the writer writes the drama on a piece of paper, that is called drama. But when it is enacted on the stage, which you can see, the live performance is called a play. Okay? So there's a little difference between drama and play. Drama is always in the form of written language, and play is always performed on the stage. Now friends, let's come to the main point of the discussion of origin of drama. The origin of drama you can trace back, to the 1st century AD. To be precise, in 43 AD. Roman conquest. In one of my previous videos when I was discussing the development of English language, the origin of English language, we have discussed this event, Roman conquest. Roman people, attacked England. They started living in England in the 1st century. And these Roman people, the historians believe that they brought this art of drama to England in the 1st century. Okay, when the Romans came to England, they established vast or huge amphitheaters in England. You know, the kind of theaters that we see today, they are different from the ancient theaters of England. They were very huge theaters. Thousands of people used to come to watch that play live on the stage. So these amphitheaters were constructed by the Romans in England, you know, from 1st to 5th century. But later these theaters were closed when they left England in 410 AD. Okay, Latin Church was against such theaters. Latin Church had some problems with these Roman theaters, and that's why they condemned these Roman theaters and they closed these theaters in the 5th century, in the beginning of the 5th century. So you can just try to remember, drama comes to England actually in the 1st century through Roman people. Till 5th century it remains there, but in the 5th century church had some problems with these theaters and they were closed when the Romans went back. Now, if you come at the end of the 6th century, Saint Augustine arrives in England, and the arrival of this Saint Augustine in 597 AD, you know, it begins a new era in the history of Christianity as well as drama, because Saint Augustine came to England to spread the word of Christianity, to spread the word of the Bible. Okay, and it was a new beginning of Christianity in England, as well as it was a nice beginning of drama in England. How? That we will discuss now. You know, the origin of drama has some connection with Christian religion. Why? Because the Christian missionaries, you know, they were trying to spread the message of Christianity among the people in England from 5th, 6th century onwards. But the problem was that the Bible, which was the holy book of Christianity, was written in Latin language. And Latin language was the language of the learned people. It was the language of the only educated people. And the common man like me and you did not know this Latin language. So, even if I wanted to read the Bible, I could not. Why? Because translations were not available. Bible was written in Latin. So, for the Christian clergymen, you know, the church of the authorities thought, and they faced these problems, how we should spread the message of Christianity among the people. Okay, so they adopted a new style of conveying or expressing the messages of Christianity, to tell the sermons to the people by using a different art which was later on known as drama. So they started writing some scripts in the church, and these scripts were performed within the church on some religious festivals, on some religious ceremonies, right? And the oldest existing church drama, that was known as a church drama. The oldest existing church drama was Quem Quirites, which presents the story of three martyrs and Christ and an angel. Okay, so these scripts were written by the clergy people, and these scripts were enacted within the church by the clergymen only. Okay, and they were known later as the drama, right? So the first kind of drama that we see was liturgical drama. This liturgical drama became very popular from 10th century onwards, from 9th and 10th century onwards. These liturgical dramas were the dramas written by the clergy people, clergymen, and they were enacted by the clergymen. And they were enacted within the church, inside the church, or sometimes outside near the church. Okay, and the language of this kind of liturgical play was Latin, and the dialogue was frequently chanted to simple monophonic melodies. So music was an integral element of these liturgical plays. Okay, dance was also sometimes presented in such plays in order to entertain the audience. Okay, now comes another phase of a new kind of play, that was a mystery play and the miracle play. These mystery and miracle plays actually originated from the liturgical plays. Okay, some modifications were done in the liturgical plays during the 12th century, and we got some new types of plays which were known as mystery or miracle plays. Some people were not interested in going to the church in those days, right? As I told you, liturgical plays were performed within the church, in the church. And some people did not want to go to the church. For such people, this new kind of play came into existence. These mystery and miracle plays, now they were performed not in the church, they were performed in the town, in the center of the town. And that's why they became very popular from 12th to 15th century. Friends, please remember these dates, okay? The liturgical plays, 10th century onwards, then 12th to 15th century mystery and miracle plays. These miracle plays mainly, presented the life story of Christ, his crucifixion and resurrection, and all such things were presented. The miracle plays differed from the mystery plays. Why? Because in the miracle plays, mainly the life of the saints or some biblical events were presented, and in mystery plays, Christ, his crucifixion, and all such things were presented. Otherwise, both were same. Okay, so they remained popular till 14th century, 12th to 14th and 15th century. In England, 25 to 50 plays were written which were known as mystery or miracle plays. Okay, and they are known as Chester plays and Wakefield plays. And then comes a new type of drama, a new type of play which is known as morality plays. These again, morality plays originated from mystery and miracle plays. Again, some modifications were done in those mystery and miracle plays, and a new kind of play came into existence which was known as morality play. And these morality plays again became popular during the 14th and 15th century. Again, the motto, the aim of these plays was the same, to educate the people about the Christian ways of living. Okay, the name itself tells us that they were didactic by nature. Didactic means they used to teach some sermons from Christianity, some sermons from the Bible. Okay, so moral messages were displayed in morality plays. Okay, and mostly these kinds of plays were highly allegorical plays. Allegory means, if you want to understand what is allegory, I have prepared a separate video for that. You can search that video, what is allegory, okay, and you will get it. But in short, let me tell you, allegory means the characters are presented as the symbols of some vices or virtues. They represent some vices or virtues. Okay, some very popular morality plays of the 15th and 16th century. They are The Castle of Preservance, Wisdom, Mankind, Everyman, and Dr. Faustus. Okay, these were the morality plays. But if you come to the 16th century, then friends, 16th century is actually the golden period, the most flowering period in the history of drama, in the history of English drama. Here, mainly we find two types of drama, comedies and tragedies. During the Elizabethan age, during the 16th century, during the times of William Shakespeare and Christopher Marlowe. The first ever comedy written in English language was Ralph Royster Doyster, published in 1552 and written by Nicholas Idle. And the first ever tragedy written in English language was Gorboduc, published in 1566 by Thomas Norton and Thomas Sackville. Remember these two names, friends. The first comedy, Ralph Royster Doyster, and the first tragedy, Gorboduc. And we all know, we all are the lovers of English literature, and we know that William Shakespeare has given immense contribution to the development of English drama during the 16th century. Shakespeare has written, about 37 plays all through his lifetime. He has written comedies, tragedies, historical plays, historical romances, tragi-comedies and everything. If I talk about tragi-comedies, these three tragi-comedies, as you can see on the screen, are very popular among the lovers of literature. And they are The Merchant of Venice, Cymbeline, and The Winter's Tale. Friends, now let's discuss, because as I told you, during the 16th century, mainly two types of drama were written, tragedies and comedies. But in comedy, we have different types, like romantic comedy, comedy of humor, comedy of manners, and sentimental comedy. Romantic comedy, which was popularized by William Shakespeare. Shakespeare is considered as the father of romantic comedy. And if you want an example, a nice example is A Midsummer Night's Dream. Comedy of humor, again, which was popularized in the beginning of the 17th century by Ben Jonson. Okay, Ben Jonson, he innovated this art of writing drama, art of writing comedy, and he presented a new kind of comedy which was known as comedy of humor. And this popular comedy of humor, Every Man in His Humor, is written by Ben Jonson himself. Then towards the end of the 17th century, we have a new kind of comedy in English literature which is known as comedy of manners, okay, which was mainly popularized by John Dryden, okay, at the end of the 17th century. Remember this time span, right? John Dryden, William Congreve, William Wycherley, and all such dramatists, playwrights popularized this comedy of manners. The Country Wife, written by Wycherley, and The Way of the World, written by William Congreve, they are very popular among the readers of literature. Then, during the 18th century, we have a new kind of comedy called sentimental comedy. Richard Still, who is also remembered for The Tatler and The Spectator, who is remembered for the periodical essays. Richard Still has written this sentimental comedy, The Conscious Lovers. So, different types of comedies are there in English literature. Now, friends, let's come to discuss different types of tragedies as found in English literature. Number one, we have Greek tragedy. Greek tragedy doesn't mean written in Greek language. Okay, when we are talking about Greek tragedy in English literature, it means English tragedies which are following the pattern, the style of the Greek writers. But real Greek tragedy was Antigone, written in the 5th century BC by Sophocles, written in Greek language. Okay, Prometheus Bound by Aeschylus again is a pure Greek tragedy. But if I give you an example of a Greek tragedy written in English language, then you come to the 20th century. T.S. Eliot has written Murder in the Cathedral, which is considered as a nice example of English tragedy written in Greek style. Okay. Shakespearean tragedy, another important type of tragedy which became popular during the 16th century Elizabethan age. Hamlet, Macbeth, King Lear, Othello, and so many are the examples. Senecan tragedies. Now, Seneca was a tragedy writer in the olden times in Greek Roman literature. Okay, so the first tragedy, Gorboduc, written in English language during the 16th century, was written in that fashion, and that's why it is also known as English Senecan tragedy. Okay, revenge tragedy, in which revenge is the central theme presented in such plays. So, this is again a new type of tragedy. John Webster was the exponent of writing such revenge tragedies. The Duchess of Malfi is an example of such revenge tragedy. Even you can consider Shakespeare's Hamlet as a revenge tragedy. And the last type of tragedy that we have in English literature is domestic tragedy. Okay, Henrik Ibsen's A Doll's House, written during the 20th century, and Eugene O'Neill's The Iceman Comet, they are the domestic tragedies in which the characters are taken from families. Common men are taken as characters, and the problems of their life are presented by the tragedy writer. So, friends, here we come to the end of this discussion. Before I leave, let me conclude the whole discussion by saying that actually if we are talking about the origin of drama, the journey begins from the 1st century with the arrival of Romans to England. They established vast, huge amphitheatres in the from 1st to 5th century, but after the 5th century, these theatres were closed by the church authorities. Okay, during the medieval periods, drama mostly was used as a tool to spread religious sermons or religious messages by the clergy people. Okay, mystery plays from 12th century onwards, mystery, morality, and miracle plays, they became popular from 12th to 15th or 16th century. And comedies and tragedies, they grew faster, and they witnessed a golden period in the history of English literature during the 16th century. William Shakespeare considered as the father of romantic comedies, father of English tragedies. So friends, here we come to the end of this discussion. Friends, if you really liked this video, please share this video among your classmates, among your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon so that you get the notification when I upload a new video. Thank you very much.